And I'm like, I'm not dressing down for success. I'm headed somewhere. You can dress down and you can relax and you can take naps and you can sleep and you can do all the things because I have $1 billion vision. And they used to laugh then, but look at us now, right? So no matter where you're at on this trail, no matter where you're at in this work that you're doing, if you're writing emails, if you're blogging, if you're writing your book, if you're coaching people for free. So that was what I was doing then. I was literally coaching people. I was practicing on people. I was experimenting. Have you ever caught yourself feeling guilty about your own progress? It's a common feeling, especially if your journey didn't fit a perfect mold or if the people around you don't quite understand what drives you. In this episode, I share why your unique path, however unconventional or unseen, deserves respect. You'll hear how small, persistent choices matter more than overnight leaps, and why sharing your ambitions openly can sometimes mean stepping apart from the crowd. My hope is that you'll walk away seeing your efforts as valid, no matter where you started or how much recognition you receive along the way. Take a breath and let's look at what truly matters when it comes to owning your success. If you're just starting out, don't feel bad about your success. Don't feel bad about anything. I can remember when I was writing emails. So those who may not know, let me just acquaint you with this really quickly. I started my business in the basement of a job that I hated with a Blackberry. So what does that mean? I'm in college double time. I'm traveling 3 hours from college from my house. I would wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'd wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. By 4 o'clock, I'm in the gym and I'm working out. By 5 o'clock, shower, shave, out of the gym to the Long Island Railroad. For those of you in New York or the urban communities up east, you know what the Long Island Railroad looks like. So I'm from the Long Island Railroad in college on my computer to when we go underground. Once we go underground, I'm switching from my laptop to something recorded or reading a book to either Brooklyn or 100, it was 34th Street. So 34th Street, which is Penn Station in New York, I would get on the 2 train, or I would be in Brooklyn and I would get off of the Brooklyn station and get on the A, B, or C train. And I'd go to work either in Borough Hall, Brooklyn, or the Bronx. So either way, I'm reading a book or I'm in my head on earphones, listening to the latest motivational sales training, leadership training, whatever the case may be. Once I get out of the train, I am in my headphones again, double booking it to the job. Once I get to the job, I am in the basement of a job that I hated with the Blackberry, recording the next wave of YouTube videos. I would record the videos, about 5 of them for the week. I would upload them. I would edit them on my phone. I think I used KindMaster. And then I would post them on every social media platform. So not just YouTube, but YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter at the time. Not really Instagram too much. LinkedIn, all of those platforms, maybe Facebook twice. And then I would type out an email letter. So I type out an email letter to the people that had bought my book, The 7 Prerequisites to Success, Pathways to Paramount Performance. There's probably a link down there somewhere. That was the first book and arguably one of the best books that we've written. I think you should really get a hold of it because it tells you the mindset that helped me really get started. But anyway, that led to what I was doing, and I'm recording the videos. Hardly anyone knows me. I have my first few clients. I got my first few clients at the job because I let everybody know what I did. I used to wear a white shirt all the time. They called me Church. They said, "Oh my God, here's Church. Church is coming." They'd start running as soon as they saw me because I was Mr. Positivity. There wasn't a problem that I couldn't solve. All right, guys, we cover a lot of content on this podcast. One of the top questions I get asked is, where do I start? What's a good first step? If you've been enjoying these episodes but wish there was a more comprehensive step-by-step way to creating your billion-dollar brand, then this is for you. My team helped me put together this book called The Billion-Dollar Brand. With this guide, it will break down how leaders move from being respected for their work to being known for their voice, their values, and their impact. This is not
theory. It's a clear framework built from years of working with executives, Fortune 500 companies, founders, and high-level professionals. If you're tired of being great at what you do but invisible in the marketplace, this is the place to start. We'll help you go from visibility to credibility to insane profitability. You can grab the $1 billion brand here or click the link in the show notes. All right, now, back to the episode. That's where executive coaching comes from, because we have an unrelenting fervor and bent towards solving problems. It started on Fridays, dress down Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays when I would come through in a white shirt and a tie, and people would be like, "Why are you dressed that way? It's dress down day." And I'm like, I'm not dressing down for success. I'm headed somewhere. You can dress down and you can relax and you can take naps and you can sleep and you can do all the things, because I have a $1 billion vision. And they used to laugh then, but look at us now, right? So no matter where you're at on this trail, no matter where you're at in this work that you're doing, if you're writing emails, if you're blogging, if you're writing your book, if you're coaching people for free. So that was what I was doing then. I was literally coaching people. I was practicing on people. I was experimenting. And then at 12, when we actually broke for lunch, I would walk around. I'd walk from 149th Street to 161st Street, and I'd either speak to my wife if I wasn't coaching that day, or I'd be speaking with the coaching client and coaching them on my walks from my job to a long. Now, it kept me healthy because I'm walking. It would be hot or cold, wouldn't make a difference, but I'd be keeping my cardiovascular health and my endurance and my optimism up by walking. But I would also be coaching, and I would be learning, and I would be teaching. And then when that day was over, when I got back in 4:30, I'm biting at the bit, because I literally have to run from the door of the organization to the train. The train would take me straight to 34th Street. I'd have to run as soon as the doors open, like sprint run, like running for home base run, and then slide into the Long Island Railroad right before the doors close so I could reverse engineer the process, get on my book, listen to the videos. As soon as we went outside on the train, I'd open my laptop, go back to college for the next hour and a half until I got out of the Long Island Railroad and I got into my car and drove home. Then I would eat when I got home, and then as soon as my food was almost like down my throat, I'm back in the books and back in college and back on courses and back on live seminars and webinars or whatever have you. That was me for 10 years. It doesn't make a difference where you're at in your journey, guys. Just if you could find something that can relate, click on this, subscribe to this, like this, share this, because somebody needs to hear this. Somebody's in their sophomore year of their business, the junior year of their business. They're in the academic varsity year of their business, and they're in pain and they're suffering and they're wondering if it's going to work. I guarantee you it's going to work, guys. I guarantee you. I started my business in the basement of a job that I hated with the Blackberry. I'm telling you, it was so sad. I used to post videos on Twitter in my car driving to the gym at 3 o'clock in the morning. I started so innocent. No handouts, no help. My wife believed in me. My children, not so much. Some of them did, right? But they were proud of me either way, because I was chasing a vision. So guys, if you're chasing a vision, never let it go. Chase that thing down and know that every step you take towards it is going to take one step towards you. Let's grow.